Dear students, welcome to this session. In this session, we will discuss the algorithm for the Huffman code generation. It is an example for the greedy approach. So before discussing that algorithm, we need to know what is Huffman code and what is code and what is Huffman code, what is the need of generating the Huffman code. Then we will discuss that algorithm. Okay. So first code. So it is nothing but a set of code words. A set of what? Unique code words. The next code word. The code word is nothing but a sequence of bits, 0 or what 1. Okay, it is a code word is nothing but what? A sequence of what bits 0 and 1. Example 0 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 etc. Okay, a sequence of bits. Okay. And code is nothing but a set of unique code words. Unique code words means what? The code word should not be repeated. Okay, set is represented with a brace. Okay, open brace, and 0 0 and 1 0 1 1 and then 0 1, like that we can write. So this is one set, and that is a code. A code may contains any number of what code words. The length of the code word also is not restricted. It may be what? Any length. So next type. It is based on the length of the code words in the code. Okay. So length of the code words in the code. Okay, the code can be classified as what? Fixed length code and then variable length code. Okay. So fixed length means length of the code words are equal. Okay, in the code, the length of code words are equal. So type of the code, fixed length or what? Variable length. Okay. So example, length of the code words are equal. Example, this you can take. If you consider the code words, all code words length will be what? 2 only. So what? Example, if one code word length is 3 means all code words length will be what? The 3 only. 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 1 0, like that. Okay. So this is what? 3-bit fixed length code. Okay. So this is the code C. Okay. Each one is the code word. Okay. And variable length means the length may be what? Deferred. One may be that 0, another one is a 1 0, another is again 1 1, and 0 1 1, and 1 0 1 1, like that. So here what? This length is 1, this length is 2, this length is 3, length is what? 4. So the code words are deferred in their length. And the uniqueness is the common. Okay, the code word should not be repeated. Okay. The next one category, prefix code. Prefix code. By default, the fixed length code is a prefix code. So if it is a variable length, we may need to check that code belongs to that prefix code or not. What is a prefix code means? It's a code which satisfies the prefix property. So what is a prefix property means? no code word is a prefix of any other code word in the code. No code word is a prefix of no other code word in the code. Correct? So for example, here if you are considering that this variable length, here if you are considering this code word 0, no other code word should start with word 0. Like that you need to select the code words. Then that code will be what considered as a prefix code. So but here if you want to check this code is a prefix code or not, 0, here this code word start with what, 0. Correct? Here 10, this code word start with what, 10. Okay, if this type of what the code words are present, then that code is not a prefix code. Okay, it's not a prefix code. So what is the purpose of the prefix code? I will explain in that example. Okay, so be clear in the definition. What is a prefix code? Means no code word is a prefix of what? Any other code word. So that is the definition, is a code in which no code word is a prefix of other code words in the code. So here this is not an example for the prefix code. Example, this is the prefix code. By default fixed length will be a prefix code, because fixed length is the length of the code word will be the same. And one more thing is what? Unique code words. It will not be repeated. So it must be a prefix only. Okay. There is no chance for what? One code word start with another code word in the fixed length. But here only the possibility is that also what? Has to be what? Avoided to make that code as what? A prefix code. Here how can we avoid? Means if you set this 0, and if you want to add one more code word, means that should not start with the 0. So I can make it as what? 10. Similarly, if you want to add one more code word, means that should not start with what? 10. So instead I can add what? 11. Okay, this is not start with. Similarly, what? No code word start with any of this. So I can make a 3-bit code word like 101, means it is not possible. So we can add what? 0, 1. 0 also we should not start with what is 0. Okay, so we can start with 1. Also what? 1 also is that we cannot start. So 0, 1, 1 like that if you are adding, that also not possible, because it should not start with what? 0. So we cannot add what? Any more code word. Instead if you make this as a 0, 1, that also 1, 1, 0. So 1, 1, 0 means what? 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. So again instead of this 1, 1, 1. Now consider this code word. This is a variable length 0. So no other code word start with what? 0. 1, 0. No other code word start with 1, 0. 1, 1, 0. No other code word start with what? 1, 1, 0. Okay. So like that if you are constructing a code, that code will be called as what? Prefix code. Now come to our Huffman code. Huffman code is the designer of that code, or inventor of what? The code. He invented that code, Huffman code, which will be used for the data compression or text compression. Okay. Usually the code will be used in the concept of what? Text compression or what? The data compression. Okay. The Huffman code, it is nothing but a probability based prefix variable length code. That's all. Okay. A probability based prefix variable length code. probability based prefix variable length code. So we can say this prefix code is what? A Huffman code. So we need to what? Follow some procedure to generate this type of what? Huffman code. Okay, so we are going to design an algorithm. Okay, that is what? Huffman algorithm. Okay, by using that algorithm we are going to generate that Huffman code. That algorithm belongs to the category of what? Greedy. So generally the code purpose is what? Used for the data compression or compression. Okay, code is used for what? Text compression. So not only for the text, okay, so generally what? The data compression. Our Huffman code also what? Will be used for what? Compressing the text. So how to compress the text? What is the meaning of compression means what? Reducing the size. Okay, so reducing the size of the text. Size of this text. So in the compression concept, there are two terms to be remembered: encoding and decoding. Encoding and decoding. Encoding is nothing but the compression. Decoding is nothing but decompression. Okay. So it means that suppose one text is there. Okay. Encoding process will reduce that size. It will give another text. Okay. With reduced size. So that what? The compressed text can be sent to other. So that what? We can avoid the network traffic. So the receiver end, the compressed text will not be readable. So if you want to know that original text, that need to be what? Decoded or what? Decompressed. So what compression algorithm we have used in the sender side, that corresponding what? Decompression algorithm, that is a decoding algorithm, need to be what? Used on the receiver side. So encoding is a procedure for converting a text into what? The smaller size text. Decoding means what? The compressed text is the input. That will be what? Expanded to what? The original text. Okay. So what procedure you have used in the encoding side, that corresponding what? Inverse procedure need to be used on the decoding side. So example, if you are passing that message success, okay, this is the text encoding. In the encoding process, it will generate here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 characters are there. Okay, 7 characters. That can be what? Reduced to what? 3 characters. Okay, some unknown symbol, hash, at, okay, and dollar, like that. So only what? 3 characters. It means that what? The size is what? Decoded. Okay, that is what? Encoded. So compressed text. So decoding is the process of what? Obtaining the original from the compressed text. Okay, so decoding. Okay, so here we will obtain the original text what? Success. Okay, so he will get that 7 characters. Okay, so that is the encoding and what? The decoding process. Okay, so the compression during the encoding, the 7 characters is reduced to what? 3 characters. How it is reduced means what? each symbol or each character will be substituted with a code word in a code. Okay, for encoding process it is using some code. Okay, so the code is nothing but for each and every symbol we will substitute one code word. So that code words will form a what? The compressed text. Okay, and then the decoding process, here in the compressed text, okay, that code word will be replaced with the corresponding what symbol. The code words, the sequence of code words will form a compressed what characters. Here that each code word will be what? Substituted with what? The corresponding characters. So what code you have used the encoding, that same code need to be used what? Decoding. So here simply what? We are substituting a code word for each symbol in the encoding. In the decoding, each code word will be replaced with the corresponding what? Symbol. So what? In the code it's nothing but a set of code words. Okay, the each code word will be used as what? A unique code word for a symbol in your input text. Okay. If you look at an example, you can clearly understand it. Okay. So consider this a success itself. If we are using the variable length code, suppose what? If we are using variable length code. Okay, here what? SUCCESS. Okay, so what? 1, 2, 3. That is unique characters in the input is what? Just what? Obtain the unique characters. Unique characters is what? S, U, and C, and then what? E alone. So only 4 characters are there in that input. So that what? I need to choose a code word. And the code to be chosen is what? Only 4 characters I need. So that what? I can use 1 0 1 1 and then 0 0 and then what? 0 1. So this is, there is no what? Repeated duplicates. So that what? We can set this code word. So this code I can use for what? Encoding. The same code will be used on the decoding side. Correct? So now I am going to what? Encode it. That is a encoding. So input text as well as what? That code. Okay, so this is the input text. Text to be compressed is what? Success. Okay, so what the input will be what for the encoding is both what? Text as well as the code. Okay, so what we have to do means each character S one code word will be what? Substituted from that. For example, here this 1 0 may be used for that S. Okay, that 1 1 may be used for what? U. 0 0 may be used for what? C. 0 1 will be used for what? E. Like that we are going to what? Substitute. Okay, so S U C E we are going to substitute 1 0 1 1 and then what? 0 0 and E 0 1. Here our output will be what? Okay, our output will be what? Encoded text. Okay, so we will get what? For that S 1 0 and U 1 1 and 0 0. Again C 0 0. Again E 0 1. Again S 1 0. Again S 1 0. Okay, so we will get what? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. So number of characters into 2 bits we have assigned. So 2 bit fixed length. Sorry, here we have used what? The fixed length code, not the variable length code. Okay, the length of the code word is what? Fixed here. It is what? Fixed length code. So now the number of bits is actually what? 7, 2 bits for each character. So 7 into what? 14 bits. Okay. So 7 characters is converted into 14 bits. How it is called as a compression? Actually what the 7 characters is there means in the system, each character will be represented as what? ASCII value. Okay. So without encoding, if you represent the text, the size of the text, original text will be what? Each character is having the ASCII value. ASCII value is nothing but 0 to 256, 255. To represent the 0 to 255, that is a unique number, okay, ASCII value. Or it may be a Unicode. Unicode means what? 16 bits length. ASCII means what? 8-bit length. So if you are assuming we are using the ASCII code, ASCII representation for the text, okay, each character will be represented in what? 8-bit number. For example, small a 97, okay, b 98, capital A 65. Like that, what the ASCII code will be there. The number is nothing but what? 8-bit unique number. Okay, the 65 will be what? Represented the 8-bit only, because 0 to what? 255. So without what? Encoding, okay, the size, original size, okay, so 7 characters into each character 8 bits, okay, 8-bit ASCII number. So what? 8 into what? 7, 56 bits. So what? We need what? 56 bits what? For representing the original. Okay, so this is what? Original number of bits needed for representing what? The text success. But if you are encoding, if you are compressing it, okay, by using what? A fixed length code. Okay, fixed length code. Okay, so then we will get what? This result, that is a 14 bits. So it means that what? 56 bits is what? Reduced to what? The 14 bits. So that is a compression ratio. Okay, how? What? That so nearly what? 4:1. So compression ratio is what? Actually, which is equivalent to what? 4:1. So this is what? The compression ratio we obtained. Okay, R56 will be represented in terms of what? 14 bits. Okay. So for that encoding, if you are using the fixed length code, okay, no need to bother about anything. Okay, the whether the prefix or not, like that, no need to bother about it. Suppose if you are using the variable length code for that, variable length code for this, okay, we need to check whether it is a proper prefix code or not. Okay, if it is a prefix code, then only what? We can use that code for that encoding and decoding. Otherwise we cannot use it. Okay, simply what? A simple variable length code cannot be used. If it is a prefix code, then only what? We can use it. For the decoding side, this table, that is this code, will be what? Sent to the receiver. That is, the receiver should know these details also. What code is used in the encoding side, like that. So he know that this table, that is a code, by using that code, in the received that is compressed text, he will substitute it. So he will start from what? 1 0. We know that it is a 2-bit length. So for each 2-bit, he will search and substitute the corresponding what symbol. So 1 0 means where it is a 1 0, the corresponding symbol S. Next 2-bit 1 1 U. Next 2-bit 0 0 C. Next 2-bit 0 0 C. and then next what, 2 bit 0 1 E, and then 1 0 1 0, so that what, each 2 bit will be replaced with the corresponding what symbols in the table. So this will be what known to the sender and receiver. So the decoding side, just what, each 2 bit will be what replaced. So there is no much confusion in that fixed length encoding. Okay, so every 2 bit length 2 bit will be what replaced with the symbol. If it is a 3 bit code, means what, every 3 bit will be replaced with the symbol. Okay, so that's a code will be what searched from the code table, that will be what replaced. That symbol, corresponding symbol will be what substituted. So what decoding is a simple in that case of what fixed length code. So we will discuss one more example for what variable length code. Variable length code. Suppose for the same success, okay, so 7 characters are there. The unique characters are S, U, C, and then what, E. So I need what, 4 code words. A code with what, 4 code words I need. Okay. By using some algorithm, I am going to generate a variable length code. Okay, so like what, 0, and then what, 1 1 or 1 0, and then 1 1 0 and 1 1 1, like that why I have generated. Okay, 0 1 0, and then what, 1 1 0 and 1 1 1. So this is a 3 bit, and then what, a 2 bit, and then 1 bit. Okay, so now here each code word is going to be substituted for here. This is a variable length code. Okay, see, code is what, variable length code. Here we need to check whether it is a prefix. If it is not a prefix code, we cannot use this for the encoding. If you are using that encoding, the decoding will not give the original text. If it is not a prefix, okay, if you encode the text using the prefix code, it will produce the compressed text. But during the decompression, okay, that non-prefix code if you are using, it will not give the original text. Okay, it means that the concept is what, wrong. So you should not use the non-prefix code for what, encoding and decoding. So here you just check this, 0 no other code word, 1 0 no other code word, 1 1 0 no other code word, like that. How to generate these code words, sir? For that only we are going to use that algorithm. So the Huffman code is a kind of what, the variable length prefix code. So what is the meaning of probability based what variable length prefix code? Probability based means here just you check this text. If you know the input text, what text is going to be compressed, and then you have to do that analysis on the text. You need to find the unique symbols, and then you need to find that symbols are okay presented in that input text how many times. Based on that you substitute the code word. For example, yes occur how many times in that input text. Okay, the x occurs what, 3 times in that input text, 1 2 3, and u occurs what, only 1 time. Okay, and c occurs what, 2 times, and e occurs what, 1 time. Correct. So which symbol is repeated symbols more times in the occur in that text? For that symbol you just substitute the code word with what, length is minimum. Okay, so which one is repeated more time, okay, for that symbol you substitute your code word with what, the minimum length. Here because what? The length is differed for all the code words. 3 bit, here it is a 0 bit. Okay, so what? So this is the more time it is occur. Next what? A C 2 times. Next only what? U, and that is a 1 time, and here it is what? 1 time. So simply without consideration of what? The number of times the symbols occur, simply if you are substituting like what? 0, 1 0, 1 1 0, and then 1 1 1. Suppose if you are blindly or if you are substituting this 1 1 1 is for S, okay, and then what? That 1 1 0 is for U, and then this 1 0 is for C, and this 0 is for what? E. Like that, what? Blindly, what if you are substituting like this? Okay, so what will be the result you will get? Okay, but the probability based substitution means which symbol is occurred more time, that substitute the minimum length code word. Okay, it means that same 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 1. Here I am going to substitute 3. So 0. So minimum length code, that is what? Yes. So I am going to use the code word 0 for what? Yes. The next character is what? C. C occurred 2 times. So that for that the next minimum, if it is another 1 bit code word is that we can substitute, but no more what? 1 bit code word. So what? The next minimum length is what? 1 0. That is going to be substituted for what? C. Next what? That 1 1 0. So both U and E is what? 1 1 time. So equal what? Probability. Here what? We can substitute this for U and this is for what? E, like that. So the same code word we have used, that's the same code we have used here as well as what here, but I have substituted what? Randomly, simply. Okay, for each symbol I am going to substitute a code word. But here we have substituted based on the probability of what? Occurrence of your symbols. So the S occurs what? 3 times, 2 times. Based on the number of times the symbol occurred, we have what? Selected the code word. Okay, so if you use this code and this code, so what will be the compression ratio? Just to compare it. Okay, here if you are using this, okay, the success will be converted. Okay, so that will be what? Converted into by during the encoding process. S means what? 1 1 1. Next U is what? 1 1 0, and C is 1 0, again what? 1 0, and E is 0, again S is what? 1 1 1, again S is what? 1 1 1. So the number of bits is just about, compare it, 1 2 3, so 17 bits. Okay, while decoding, just it will see that first one bit is there in the list, it is not there. Next it will consider the first 2 bits 1 1, it is not there in the list. Next it will consider the first 3 bits, that is what? 1 1 1, it is there in the list, so it will be substituted with what? Yes. Next it will start with 1, it will check, not there. 1 1, it is not there. 1 1 0, it is there, that is what? U. So it will substitute here what? U. Okay, so yes and what? U, like that what? It will be substituted. Okay, here we are getting what? The 17 bits. Okay, so what? This 56 bits, okay, original size is reduced to what? 17 bits, compressed to what? 17 bits if you are using this code word. Suppose if you are using this code word, that is S U C C E S S. Okay, so here if you are using this one, okay, what we will get is S only what? Is 0, then U is what? 1 1 0, that C 1 0 1 0, and E is what? 1 1 1. S 0, again S 0. So now you check it. So only what? 13 bits we needed. 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So 13 bits. So here that 56 bits is what? Reduced to what? The 13 bits. So while decoding this variable length, okay, 0, first read that whether 0 is there, like that it will check. Okay, 0 is there. So it will be what? Substituted directly, yes. Okay. The next what? 110. 110, you do not know that whether 3 bit. It will first read that 1. So that it will check whether that code word with what? 1 is available or not. 1 is not available. Suppose if you add one more code word, 1 means what? This wrongly it will be substituted with what? That symbol. So the code word is not there, so that it will go to the next 1 1. 1 1 also not there, so then 110. 110 is there, so it will be substituted. Again it will check 1 is not there, it will read the next 10. 10 is there, so what? It will be what? Substituted. Like that what? It will be decompressed. Okay. The point to be noted here is, if you are using that variable length and probability based variable length code, okay, you will get a more compression. Okay, if you are using the fixed length code, okay, you are getting what? 56 is reduced to 14 bits. But if you are using the probability based variable length code, you will get what? 56 is reduced to what? 13 bits. You are getting what? More compression. So only 1 bit is difference. So what is the use? Like that if you are asking, don't consider for this input alone. Okay. Suppose that S is repeated more times. You think about it. So 1000 S is presented means what? 1000 into 2 bits will be added here. But here for that S we have given what? Only single bit. So here it will add what? 14 plus 1000 S. Okay. So 1014 is the number of bits. But here what? Sorry, not 1000. 14. Each S will be substituted with what? 2 bits here. Here more S is there means what? Here only 1 bit will be substituted for that S. So that what? We will get more what? Compression. Okay. So if you are considering that occurrence of the symbols, based on that if you generate that variable length code, that code will be considered as what? The Huffman code. For generating that type of what code, we are going to use the Huffman algorithm. Okay, that algorithm belongs to what? The greedy approach. Okay, now you will get some idea about what is the Huffman code. Okay, so if it is that variable length is the probability based means what? It is the Huffman code. So now we can say that this is what? Huffman code. So Huffman code, we need to know the symbols and its frequency. The symbol and its frequency means S occur how many times, C occur how many times, like that. But for generating simply the variable length code, we need not to know that frequency of that symbols. We need to know how many symbols. That many what? The code word has to be what? Generated. That's all. Okay. But here we are considering the frequency of the each symbols. Okay, that is the probability of what? Each symbols we need to know. So S having the more probability means what? That will be substituted with what? Smaller bit length code word. That is the objective of what? The Huffman code. For generating this type of the code word, that is code, we are going to discuss that algorithm. For Huffman code generation algorithm, okay, the input will be given like this table. Okay, the symbols will be given, sequence of symbols, and the frequency or the probability will be given. Okay, so in both format it may be given. Probability means the values will be what? 0 to 1. So 0.45 probability, 0.13 probability, 0.12 probability, like that. Okay, sum of all these probabilities will lead to what? 1. Like that they will give. Okay, Sum of all the probabilities will be what? 1, like that they will give. Or otherwise what? Directly they will give what? The number of times that symbol occurred is 45. So it is more probability. Number of times B occurred, like that they may give. So our objective is what? The symbol with more probability will be substituted with what? Minimum bit length code word. So I need to assign that minimum bit length code word for what? A. The maximum bit length code word will be substituted for what? The symbol with what? The lowest what? Frequency. That is the objective of what? The Huffman code. Like that I need to generate a code, a set of code words. So I need to generate what? 6 code words. The 6 code words will be what? Formed as what? Code. Okay. How to generate it? Okay. Procedure is very simple. We are going to use the min priority queue. So the symbol and the frequencies is going to be what? Inserted into that min priority queue initially. So each symbol will be represented like as a node like this. That is what? A 45. Okay. And what? B 13. So each symbol will be what? Represented with its frequency as a node. So now the assumption is what? All will be there in the min priority queue. From the min priority queue, just what? You extract 2. This is what? Min priority queue. All are there in what? Min priority queue. Okay, inserted into the min priority queue. Now you extract 2. Extract 2 means what? Which will be extracted? Based on what? The frequency. Okay. So frequency will be used as a key in that min priority queue. So which one is the minimum here is what? This 2. Okay. So this is the first minimum and this is the second minimum. So extract these 2. Okay. So this will be marked as what? X and this will be marked as what? Y. Okay. And add the X as the left, add the Y as the right and create a new node with the frequency sum of what? The X and Y. Okay, sum of what? X and. So create a new node. This will be extracted. So it will mean what? Deleted. Extract what? 2 nodes. Extract means what? The minimum will be what? Extracted. Okay, X and Y. So add this X as a left. That is what? F with what? 5. Okay, the next add this as what? Right. That is what? E with what? 9 right. The sum of frequency as their root node. Sum of frequency as what? The root with no symbols. No need to add any symbols. Okay. So just create a node like this Z. Okay. With left and right as what? This is a Z. Okay. With the left as that X. Right as what? Y. Like that you add it. Then insert that Z into the min priority queue. Insert that Z into the min priority queue means what? Already this is extracted. So now in that queue, okay. So what are the elements are there means A with what? 45, B with 13, D with what? 16 alone. And then one more C with what? 12. Okay, so already 4 nodes are there. Along with what? The X1, Y will be what? Merged to a single node. Okay, that is now in that queue. So this is the step 1 and then what? This is step 2. Next repeat the same procedure. That's all. So next I have to repeat the step. I need to what? Extract the next minimum. So extract next minimum is what? Which one will be marked as X here? 13, 14 and 12, 16 and 14. It's 45. So this will be marked as X. The next minimum marked will be marked as what? Y. So that is what? 13. X and what? Y. Now this need to be what? Extracted. And this 2 will be what? Extracted from the Q. Okay. So what? The X will be added as what? Left. C12. And the Y will be added as what? Right. Y is B13. Okay. And the new node frequency will be the sum of what? That frequency 12. That is what? 25. Okay. So the new node frequency will be what? 25. So what? This X is added here and Y is added here and this is an Z. And Z will be what? Inserted back to what? The Q. So inserted back to the Q means what? Already it is having 114. The 14 left is what? F5. 14 right is what? E9. Okay. So 14 and existing will be what? 45 and then what? 16. A 45 and what? D 16. Okay. So now this is the result. So what? We are extracting X and Y. We are creating a new node Z with left X as a left, right as what? Y, and that Z is inserted back to the Q. Okay. So now we need to what? Extract next. So now the Q containing only these nodes. Okay. That Z left will be that this and right will be that. But in that Q it is containing only that address of the Z, address of this node, address of this node, address of this node, like that only. Okay. So the Q does not having what? All these branches. Only these things are there in that Q. Okay. So now the next I have to repeat the same. I need to extract the minimum. While extracting minimum, don't consider this leaf. Only these are there in that priority queue. Okay. So what? The next minimum is what? Extracted. During the next extraction, which will be extracted means what? 25, 14, 45 and 16. So you need to consider what? 14. So that will be marked as what? X. And the next minimum is what? 16. This will be marked as what? Y. And the new node will be created with the sum of what? New node will be created with the sum of this X and Y, that is 14 and that is a 30. The left will be what? That X. X is what? 14. Okay. Whose left and right will be? Already it is having the left and right. That is F with what? 5. And E with 9. Okay. And the right will be the D. 16. Okay, like that it will be there. So this is the new node Z now. This is X and this is what? Y extracted. This will be what? Inserted back to the Q. So that what? It is extracted and this is what? Extracted. Now it is containing that 25. Okay, and this X will be what? C12. This Y will be the B13 for this. Okay, left and right. Another one is that what? A with what? 45. Now in the Q we are having only these three: 30, 25 and then what? 45. Only these three. Okay, so from this I need to what? Repeat the same procedure. Okay, I have to what? Extract 2 more. So while extracting the 2 more thing, we will get what? This under this 25 and then what? The 30. So now what? The 25 will be extracted and marked as what? X. Next 30 will be extracted and marked as what? Y. So the new node will be created like with what? The sum of x and y, that is 55. Okay. So now the 55 left will be the 25. Right will be the 30. Correct? 25 and then what? 30. So that is what? This is the z. Z is sum of these two and x and what? Y, like that. So now what is happening? The 25 existing have to be drawn like this. C12, B13. This 30 left will be that 14. 30 right will be that D16. Then next 14 left will be that F5. 14 right will be that E9. Okay, next. Now this Z has to be inserted back to what? The Q. So that what? Already what? These two extracted. Only we are having this A45. And then what? This 55. These two are there in the list. So what? This step is over. Okay. And this step is over. And previously what? We have what? Come from this list and this step 1, 2 and what? 3, 4 and then what? 5. So now again I have to what? Repeat. While repeating what? Only 2 are there in the queue. Okay, I need to what? Extract. So first if you are extracting this will be marked as what? X. Next 55 will be marked as what? YA. So now the new node will be created. So the new node will be created with the sum of what? This 55 and 45. So what? 100. This is Z and the left and then what? Right. The left will be that 45. That is A45. And right will be this entire tree. That is what? 55. Left is 25 and right is 30. So you will get this entire what? 55 as what? This entire tree will be a right of that 100. Okay. So what? This is first extracted X and this is what? Next extracted YA. Now the new node will be what? Inserted back to what? Q. Okay. So now what? Finally this procedure need to be what? Repeated for what? Exactly n-1 times. So the number of symbols is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I equal to 1, we need to do this one. Okay. So I equal to what? 1 and I equal to 2, I have to repeat. Okay. Then I equal to 3, I need to do this again. Then I equal to 4, I need to repeat. When I equal to 5, I have to what? Repeat. Okay. So only what? I equal to 1 to what? 5. So at the end of the fifth iteration, the Q containing only what? This one. Okay. So no need to what? Move on that 6. When I equal to 6, you can what? Just return that, extract and return. Okay. So finally what? This tree will be what? Returned as a result. What sir? We are trying to find the Huffman code only, generate the Huffman code. But here we have generated one tree. How the tree will become the Huffman code? We need to generate the code. Then how this tree will become a Huffman code? Actually, this resultant tree is said to be a Huffman tree. Huffman-Barrett tree. The Huffman tree will be used in generating the code, Huffman code, that's all. So your algorithm will generate this Huffman tree. Okay, so probability based what the symbols will be used, and that will be added as a leaf in that Huffman tree. Okay, so the Huffman tree will be used in constructing the Huffman code. How to generate the Huffman code? This is very simple. The resultant tree that will be sent as a result by the Huffman algorithm. The resultant tree, in each branch you substitute to what? 0 or 1. That's all. 0 or 1. Either 1 0 or 0 1. 0 1 or 1 0. So here I am going to substitute 0, and this branch it is what? 1. For each and every branch you substitute like this. Here what? 0. There what? 1. Here 0, here 1, here 0, okay, here 1, here 0, again what? 1. Okay, so now if you want to know that code for each symbols, actually what in the Huffman tree, the symbols will be presented at the leaf only, just to see that. A, okay, and C and B and F, E and what? D. The symbols will be presented at what? Leaf only. So if you want to know that symbol, code word for each symbol, just you start travel from the node to what? Towards the root. Okay, just write that corresponding branch value. Branch value is what? 0 or what? 1. So for A to the root only what? 0. And for the C to the root is what? 0 0 and then what? 1. So 0 0 and what? 1. And V to the root 1 0 and then what? 1. So 1 0 1. For the F, you start from here 0, 0, 1, 1. So what? 0, 0, 1, 1. Next part for E, 1, 0, 1, what? 1. For D, 1, 1 and then what? 1. So that is the corresponding what? Code word. Code words for the symbols. So your Huffman code will be what? 0 and 0 0 1 and then what? 1 0 1 and then 0 0 1 1 and 1 0 1 1 and then what? 1 1 1. So this is your Huffman code. Okay, so here that is the final result. Okay, Huffman code. So that will be what? Generated from that. Okay, so that algorithm is only for generating the Huffman tree. From that tree you need to write another algorithm for generating that code. Correct? So here that 0 is for what? A. The 0 0 1 is for C. 1 0 1 is for B. 0 0 1 1 is for F. 1 0 1 1 for E, and 1 1 1 is for what? D. Like that you have to write it. See that it is a prefix code. See that it is a variable length code. Okay, let us discuss that Huffman tree generation algorithm. Okay, from the tree you can what? Generate the Huffman code. So here that algorithm input is the C and the N. C is nothing but a node list of what? The symbols and its corresponding what? The frequencies. Okay, here C equal to array like what? A1, A2, A3 and so on what? AN. N symbols and the N what? Sequence. Each A contain what? The symbol and what? The frequency. Okay. So now the algorithm start with what? we need to consider a priority queue, min priority queue. So let Q be a min priority queue. Then the content of C needs to be what inserted into the queue. So what, just with a simple statement Q equal to what, C. We are storing all. Okay, then there are n minus 1 iterations. So what, for I equal to what, 1 to n minus 1, and do that following. Okay, so remember this the steps we are going to what implement as it is. In each step what we are finding that x and y, extracting two elements, and then we are creating a new node and we are attaching the x as the left, y as what, right, and then what we are inserting that new node to what, that Q. So that is going to be done in that each step. Okay, so create a new node. Node name what, Z. Okay, and then just what, assign x equal to extract min from what, x, from the Q. Then y equal to what, extract min from what, Q. So two elements will be extracted. That x needs to be assigned as what, x dot left, and y will be assigned as what, z dot right. That new node now need to be inserted back to what, Q. After that what, the frequency needs to be what, z dot, the frequency has to be what, updated with the sum of this frequency and this frequency. So that we have to what, assume it. Z dot frequency equal to what, x dot frequency plus what, y dot frequency. So that what, the frequency alone has updated, but that symbol will not get updated. Okay, and then we need to what insert this back to what, Q. So insert Q comma what, Z will be inserted, and end for. So that what, this will be repeated for n minus 1 iteration. So at the end of that n minus 1 iteration, so here 6 means what, end of the fifth iteration, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, at the end of this fifth iteration, finally what, will have this tree, that is only Z will be there in the queue. It means that Z, that is a final 100, that is the root of the tree, that alone will be there in the queue, that needs to be returned as a result. So this algorithm just is going to extract min again. Extract min means what, which will be extracted, that root. So that we have to what, return it. So the Huffman is going to return the extracted value. So that is what, extract min of what, Q. So what address is extracted, node is extracted, that will be what, returned. So end Huffman. So what, how it is said to be that the greedy approach means, in each iteration, it means that each step we are selecting what, the best one. So at this step, okay, which is looking best means what, these two will be what, choose as the best. So from that what, we are constructing the tree. The second step, again what, at this step which is the best, like that we are choosing. So which is the best means 13, and then what, x. So that is what merged. So each step what, we are choosing the best two nodes. From the two nodes we are what, constructing it. Correct. So what, this greedy approach will give that exact solution for what, that Huffman code generation. Be clear, that algorithm will generate only the tree. So from that tree you need to write another algorithm to generate this code. Okay, so you have to write that algorithm for it. Okay, and this code is not unique. Okay, Huffman code means there is no unique answer for this. It may be what, you can assign that 1 0 also. So you can change it. This is a 1, this is a 0. This is 1, 0 means what? This will become 0, 1, 1 like that. Okay, this will become what? 1, 0, 1. So that what? Based on that assignment of 0 and 1s, so you may have what? Multiple answer for what? The Huffman code. So all are the valid Huffman code. Okay, so you are going to find that optimal one. Okay, so this is the greedy algorithm for generating the Huffman code. Okay, and problem will be asked like this. The symbols and frequency will be given, and you are asked to what? Generate that Huffman code for what? These symbols. So each symbol you need to what? Generate the code. So finally you have to find the code like this. For the A this is, and C this is, B this is, like that you have to find. Okay, and then the complexity of that algorithm is, running time is that n log n. Okay, so O of what? N log n. Just we know that already discussed that complexity of extract, min and insert. So the complexity depending on the loop and that complexity of what? Extract, min. So if you analyze it, you will get what? This is the running time of what? This algorithm. Okay, so try to understand the Huffman code generation greedy approach. If you have a doubt, you can ask. Okay, thank you.